Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our webinars, quarantine webinars. My name is Alena, and I'm teacher at the Accent Language Center. If it's your first time here, then welcome. If it's your second time here, then you know that I already had one webinar before, so you can check it online on Accent Language Center YouTube page. You can check my webinar and webinar of my colleagues, Alex and Artem, and check what we've been talking about. So today I prepared quite interesting topic. As you can see on the screen, it's called quarantine time: how to spend it effectively. Well, we all know that it's quarantine time. It's like the big news. It's the only news technically that we worry about now. So quarantine time, what to do, um, how not to get crazy, how to use this time effectively, and to have fun, to have some maybe to get some useful knowledge or some skills. And now in our digital time, it's really possible. And it's possible in both options if you want to get some fun or you want to get some new education, you want to get some new skills, or you're just looking for some new stuff, let's say. So there is a lot of things that are offered online right now to us. And I kind of think that what is being offered is much more than what we can consume. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but whenever I see some offers, do this on quarantine time, do that on quarantine time, and I'm like, I would really like to do this and this and this, but then it's like you don't have enough time to do all of that, so it's hard to choose. It's hard to choose what you really want. So I will try to give you a little bit of like a sneak peek of what is happening. I tried to put together some of the most interesting things that I found online. Of course, it's not all, and you're gonna have to definitely go online and search it and check it by yourself. But what I found is definitely interesting, and it definitely can make your life on quarantine a little bit easier if you go towards this direction. And of course, I would like to start with this page. Those who live in Moscow, you know about the place called Zaryadia, and probably you know that there is a great concert hall that was opened there, as far as I remember, a year and a half ago, something like that. It's amazing. I went there with my mother a few times for real life classical concerts. Uh, it's a great place. It has amazing acoustics, and of course, as all other places, Zarate Concert Hall canceled their concerts for the quarantine or self-isolation period of time, but they still carry on this tradition of the concerts, and they offer us the live musical concerts from their concert hall. So technically, these shows are being shot in empty concert hall in Zaradia, and you can watch it from any dot on the map, like wherever you are, you can just open and watch these amazing concerts. I just dropped like some events, the closest events that are happening. And me personally, I already put it on my schedule because April 10 is Sergei Polunin's concert or performance, I would say. If you don't know who is he, please go Google because he is amazing and outstanding and whatever you can say, he is that. Like he's great. So if you like some music, you like some more classical stuff or some original performances, you definitely can check the concert hall in Zaryadye live streams. Okay, if you're not a fan of concerts and classical music, then maybe one of those can give you some interest. So different platforms, and we have many of them, they offer different online concerts. So, for example, MTS Live, they introduced few concerts and they're gonna carry it on. There was amazing concert by Bidva or B2 as as you can say. I watched it. It was amazing. I wanted to get to their concert, but surely it was cancelled. Not cancelled. I mean, it was moved, but I don't know if I will get there. And for example, there was Garik Sukachev's show and many others that already happened or will be, because there is a huge plan till the end of this month. So you can go and check what do other platforms, what do different platforms offer. So it's Oko, it's MTS, and others. For example, Yandex, they also have a wide platform with a lot of choices. So, but most importantly, you stay home and you don't break the self isolation mode. Uh, if you're a fan of the classical music or you're a fan of classical ballet or anything that related to maybe like classical Russian style or something, you can go to YouTube channel of Bolshoi Theater. It's also very uh, spectacular opportunity to see their performances. I already put my alarm on 10th of April because I wanted to see the Nutcracker, but first of all, they don't give it too often. Second of all, let's be honest, big theaters tickets are amazingly expensive. So it's quite hard to get. So you can go there and check them too. Here is the list of other places related to culture that offer their online services for free to us, where you can watch and listen to really priceless pieces, and you can enjoy it as much as you want. You can put it maybe like as a background music or just spend a lovely romantic evening trying to imagine that you are really in Vienna Opera, for example. I wanted to get there in April, but unfortunately, it can't happen right now. So you can imitate. Let's imitate reality. It can be pretty useful for your psychological condition. So, I'm sorry. Also, if you're a fan of art, you can go to one of those places online. Don't forget, it's all online, and check what do they offer. Of course, all of them they can't fit in this list. They can't fit in our small webinar. As far as I remember, there is amazing 3 hours long movie that was shot by Hermitage, and you can have a virtual walk through the Hermitage. For me, it would be interesting, for example, because I didn't have a chance to go to St. Petersburg and actually walk down the Hermitage, so it's a good opportunity. Or you can go to British Museum and observe their priceless exhibitions, and it can be interesting both for you, it can be interesting for your little brothers, sisters, cousins, kids, whatever. So it's also very good option. Here is few hits that you can also use for those who like to maybe spend some time I'm sorry, who wants to spend some time maybe like with the friends drinking but can't afford going there. Um, there is something called virtual bar. You can Google it. I typed it, so you can use it for some online drinking if you're feeling maybe a little bit lonely or you want to see your friends but not through Zoom or Skype. You can use that one. Okay. Also, of course, different online cinemas that are pretty popular also in Russia. They offer us different discounts or just free services that you can use. So as I typed here, it's 50% discount from Mediatek. You can use it for 3 months or for 6 months. It's up to you. Kinopoisk HD, they also offer free service till the end of this month. Hopefully, it will be the end of our quarantine. Also, different online cinemas like Premiere and Oko, they offer some basic package uh, for free use for a certain period of time. In Premiere, it's not actually listed, so like not very strict. As far as I understood, it's till the end of the quarantine. And Oka offers 2 weeks for free. And the rest of the video services, they also offer different discounts and offers. If you're a fan of cooking, you can go to Novikov Culinary School. They have a list of master classes with different chiefs, and I think it's interesting because you stay at home, you want to eat. If you want to eat, you want to eat something interesting because you get bored from your regular food. And master classes are good if you want to learn how to cook or just to entertain yourself for the quarantine period of time. And of course, food, physical exercises, of course, sport and fitness and different kind of yoga trainings. They just occupied the digital space. They occupied Instagram. I'll be honest. Different marathons, master classes, courses for the quarantine being of time. A lot of people offer different stuff. You have to go through this by yourself and check what is good for you if it's any use. But for example, Puma developed an application with online trainings, which you can install to your phone and use it as much as you want. Grow Foods service, the one that provides specific kind of food. They also introduced online trainings, which you can participate in, and other different fitness schools and sports studios. They also have a lot to offer if you're interested in that. And last but not least, educational purposes. It's also, I'm sorry, yes. For educational purposes, you can go and check out not only, by the way, not only Russian local services, but also foreign services. They also provide a lot of free courses right now, and you can get some skills, maybe even some certificates. But here is like a small list of what I could found like on a click. And a couple of them are pretty interesting. Like Yandex, they cooperated with the certain center for teaching, and they offer online school for those kids that don't understand how to keep on with the distance learning and they have troubles. So if you have kids, you can definitely go there. Pushkinsky Museum, they offer a set of, let's say, online lectures that is concentrated on arts and history. And of course, my beloved Litres, I use it a lot. They offer a lot of discounts to books, and they also added a lot of free books, which you can also read for free if you don't want to buy their subscription or to buy books. It's also really beneficial because you don't need to buy books. You can just have them on your phone. It's a good thing. Okay. Um, that's pretty much what I wanted to briefly tell you. So I'm gonna go check the comments. If you have any comments, if you want to ask anything, maybe to clarify something. So let's see if I can get any questions. Okay. Okay. Guys, if you have any questions, type it under the video so I can see them and I can give you some answers. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure that maybe like it's not a topic for questioning. You don't really have any questions, so I guess maybe if you don't have any questions, then I'll just leave you to it. You can rewatch it later um, and see if any of this information could be possible for you, useful for you. And definitely, the most important thing is that you have to try and keep this quarantine stuff to stay in self isolation mode so we can finish this horrible um, coronavirus story and back to our lives. So I'm just gonna give it like a minute or two. If you don't have any questions, then I'm gonna bow wow. Okay. Oh, I got one question. That's good. At least one question is fine. Um, how are you going to spend your week this weekend on quarantine? Well, as I said before, I'm going to watch a couple of live streams. One of which is this by Sergei Palunin, and also I'm planning to watch Nightcracker. And as for weekend, I think I'm gonna dedicate my free time to A, preparing the next webinar, and B, I'm waiting for a delivery for my resin art ingredients. So I'm gonna do some resin art stuff. Um, it's quite relaxing and I get certain pleasure from doing something with my own hands and seeing some beautiful results. Okay, so people, I'm guessing that there's no point for me to take your time. So I think I'm gonna go for now and have a good time. Try to use it as much as possible. Have fun and let me know if you used any of my tips that I gave you. Uh, Maybe something was useful and you would get some pleasure from it. And stay safe. See you next week.